Well, it's me again, and this is my podcast and my world, where I take you along on an adventure where we get to explore everything and anything that goes on in my mind. Oh boy, is it random, is it crazy, it's nuts, it's all over the place. So grab yourself a cup of coffee and let's have a good time. Oh, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, my friends. Hello once again. I am about to take the drive to start my day. Actually, I already started my day a couple hours ago. I have to tell you about it because it was so cool. Whee! All right, well, I know the truck is loud. It makes it difficult and hard to hear me. So, I started my day a couple hours ago. And, yeah, it was awesome. So, about 6:30 this morning, my son crawled out of bed and decided to have a cup of coffee with me. And so we sat and had coffee and we got to watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. That was pretty darn cool. Spending time in the morning with my kid, making memories. Now that's what life is all about. Making memories. I've been in this kind of thing the last couple of days, all about life, and I guess this is maybe my midlife crisis. Although I'm not really in crisis. I'm more in appreciation of what I've got. Life is very, 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 very short, and it goes by very fast. And it seems like the older you get, the faster it seems to go. But I think it's not so much that it's going any faster as much as it is you realize how much time has passed behind you. And you're like, wow, it's already, wow, it's halfway over. And then you get to the other side and you're like, wow, I've only got like maybe 10 years left of my life. And let's be honest, nobody knows how much time they really have. I mean, we all know there is a deadline. You know, the maximum life maximum. The furthest out anybody can possibly go is going to be like 115, 110. If they're extremely lucky. That's like winning the lottery. But seriously, nobody's going to make it that far. And if they do, it's very rare. Not very many people are going to get that far. You know? But, most people make it, 70, 75. If they're lucky and they don't have, something traumatic happen or some random crazy illness or whatever, they take care of themselves. But I'm 37. I'm going to be 38 in July. And I figure I'm literally right at the middle. Like, a lot of people panic at 50 years old, but if you really think about it and do the math, 50 is beyond midlife. It's past the halfway point. For most people, men especially, most men, they don't, well, these days they make it a little bit longer, but on average, most men, they only make it 70, 65, 70, 75, and then they're gone. And usually it's shortly after they retire. But, you can't generalize anything because everybody's different. Everybody takes care of themselves differently, and everybody makes better everyone makes different decisions in their lives. But I don't know. I've been thinking, life is such a gift. And the problem is, a lot of people don't seem to appreciate it until it's too late. Here's what's really funny. So, I've been thinking about this like crazy the last couple of days. And I guess yesterday's yesterday's podcast really kind of did it for me. And right before it, and then today it's like, I don't know. Last night I was listening to some music that was very much all about loving your children and appreciating the little things in life and making every moment count and all that kind of stuff. And then this morning I got up and took a shower, and my music that I was listening to yesterday continued, and then I noticed a post that on Facebook that kind of shook me a little bit. I'm part of a group on Facebook. I just joined them not that long ago, probably about 4 days or so. And it's a group, it's a men's group is what it is. It's a group for men to help inspire and encourage them to be a man. In our society today, there's not as many father figures as there should be. You know, a lot of boys and girls, but a lot of boys grow up in children without having a dad in their life. And this group, they do everything they can to mentor each other. The older men mentor the younger men, and they spend a lot of their energy and their time doing community service and helping out children and families and people, and it's just absolutely amazing. It is just absolutely amazing. Well, I saw a post on there this morning that really kind of shook me just a little bit, and it said, it's something like, so guys, what is the one thing you wish you would have known when you were in your 20s? And I opened up the comments, and there was probably about 500 comments, and I started reading through them, and just started dawning on me that a lot of them made comments about decisions, making decisions better, thinking about the future instead of the moment. There's a lot of recovering addicts in this group, not just from drugs, but alcohol, cigarettes. A lot of people that have been addicted to something, and a lot of them are saying things like, I wish I would have, decided not to try that drug or use that drug, or I wish I would have appreciated my wife and my children better, or I wish I would have done this or I would have done that. And it really starts to make you open your eyes and realize that, at least for me, that I did pretty dang good in my younger years, as far as making wise decisions. Now, I made a lot of bad ones. Don't get me wrong. We all kind of make a lot of bad decisions when we're young. Someone, you ask for advice from someone, they tell you to do something, and then you say, yeah, but I'm going to go do this instead. And then you end up regretting it. We all do that, I think. We all push our limits and our boundaries because at that young age, 19, 20, 30, some of us, we still feel invisible. We still feel as if the world owes us something, or nothing's ever going to happen to us. We're going to live forever. And that just isn't the case. And I guess now that I look back, I'm thinking to myself, I wish I would have listened to somebody when they spoke. I'll be 38 years old this year, and I have decided a while ago that the rest of my life I want to devote and dedicate to people around me, changing lives everywhere I can, even if it's just sitting and listening to someone talk about having a bad day. My goal is to increase my compassion for others, open my mind to other people and their lives and their situations, to embrace their decisions and try to understand why they made the choice they did, to just remain calm, not let the little things get me down, controlling my anger. Now that's a big one, but we all have our flaws and our weaknesses, but it's all good, because if we all were the same person, this would be a really boring place to be, that's for sure. Love and compassion, that's something I want to give to my kids, something I want to leave behind, my legacy, if you will. And not just my children, but everybody I come in contact with, either the people that hear my voice through podcasts like this, or they see my gardening videos, or a customer that I happen to smile at and say thank you. Have a fantastic day. Whatever it is. Every moment I have in my life, I want to make count. I want to make a difference with as many people as I can, even if it is minute. Because that truly is eternal life. Living on in the future. Your memory of your existence will eventually fade. But there's a peace that will continue on forever. I'll give you an example. My grandfather and my grandmother from England, my mom came over in 1973. Never got to meet them. Never knew who they were. My grandma died in 1996, and we decided to take a trip to England to see my grandfather before he passed away in 1998. And the man that was there, you could see a little bit of who he really was. But he had Alzheimer's really, really bad, and just kind of went around and around and around. But he was a good person. You could see it kind of oozing through the surface. And I know that that's where my mom got it from. And I know that I got it from my mom. And if I can give that essence to my children, maybe they can pass it on to theirs or to people that they come in contact with. That's how we live on. That's how we keep going. Not in the things we build or the things we buy, but the lives that we touch. Now I know I've spent 2 days talking about this subject, but it means a lot to me. It means a great deal. Life is so precious. And the sooner we realize it, the sooner we can be better people and better stewards. The thing we carry on that's more important than anything is our souls. The thing that makes us who we are. Human. And that is what we are. We're human. And to be able to continue on with another generation and to mold the path that the future takes, that's important. That's a legacy. That's the purpose of life. That's the meaning to it all. That's it, right there. The journey. The journey is what's important. The love that you share, the compassion, the understanding, the respecting each other's space, the getting along. Disagreements, arguments, war, fighting, conflict does nothing of value. It is all destructive. It all takes you off of the path. The only purpose to those things is to create chaos. Love is the only way. Now, I sound like a hippie from the 60s, but it's true. Love each other. Love thy neighbor. Be true and righteous to each other. Respect. I love you all so very, 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 very much. Even those that are listening, I've never met you, never spoke to you. I love you. I love everyone. Even those that I can't stand and that I hate, because I don't hate them. Just don't like their choices. I don't like the path that they've chose. So there was somebody yesterday that I touched just a little. I forgave someone who hurt me very badly. I didn't apologize or not expecting an apology. I just moved on. I gave them a compliment. Haven't spoken to that person in almost 2 years. Seen them all the time. Ignored them. Walked past them and not even made eye contact. The best thing that one person can do, like a starting point or a stepping stone, is just to forgive. Move on. I'm not saying put yourself in a position to let someone hurt you again, but don't hold it. Because all it does is make you bitter inside. Don't carry it with you. Let it go. Forgive them. Tell them you care and you love them. Give them a compliment. This is it. We only have one life, people. We only get to do this once. We've got to make the best of it. Don't sweat the little things. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture. I love you all so very much, and I really hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, bye for now, my friends.
This has been a Graham's World broadcast brought to you directly from Graham's mind. So stay tuned because there's more to come.